Denovo has grown way beyond a blog, so we're stepping it up and answering those questions live and straight from the source. This is Ask Denovo Live. Let's hop right in. How do we give business owners a clear picture of in-flight changes, including third parties, and reduce surprise outages?
Thanks, Skylar. That's a really good question. And actually, it's a very critical question because at the end of the day, if we do something that takes our business down, our customer's business down, right, that's a very, very bad outcome. So we at Denovo are what's considered to be an ITIL shop, and that is a very familiar term. Most companies use ITIL framework to enable them to create outcomes that are good for them, good for their customers. So with regard to change, there is this thing called change management, and it puts parameters in place that ensures that we're looking at every change. We are not just slapping them in. They go through testing, they go through an evaluation. We have what's called a change advisory board. That's a collection of people who are able to evaluate that change and ensure that it's production ready and that the risk has been mitigated. And as such, we are doing what we would call very stringent change management to ensure the proper outcome. Now, there are things that could be impactful to our customers. So prior to any change being implemented, and sometimes this is months in advance, depending on how high of an impact it would create for our customers, we're communicating with them. We're sending them written information around dates and times and what it means to them. Sometimes we have meetings with them so we can make sure that they understand why we're doing these things, because at the end of the day, most of the changes we're doing are to create better outcomes, such as more updated technology, more resiliency in the systems. So those things are very important to our customers. Now, in addition, if something is very high, what we would consider high impact, high risk, we are opening proactive tickets with our third-party vendors. Those third-party vendors will be there right at our side, enabling us to create that successful outcome. If something starts to have an issue, they can jump in with us and they can evaluate so we can correct anything right at that moment. And it ensures, again, the right outcome for us, the right outcome for our customers.
Great. Now, Rush, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think I'd like to just expand on our internal change management and how we engage with customers. So while we have a very large presence in OCI, we're partners with Oracle, as everyone knows. We also have a private cloud. And we also have customers that have remote systems where we participate in change management and help them along. But I think what's an important call out is our internal private cloud. We let customers know exactly what we're doing in our ecosystem. Typically, most cloud providers are a black box. We run a very open and transparent model when it comes to managing our infrastructure. Many of the changes that we do that we feel are absolutely critical to ensure stability and highest availability for apps for our customers, we do quarterly planning. So what that means is Kim's Cab will get a request from our infrastructure team. We call it Shared Denovo Services. And Shared Denovo Services will plan for 3 months. And then the following quarter, in the middle of the month, when we've already spoken to customers, they have 3 or 4 months of lead time. We find the best time that works for everyone, or try to strive for it. And then we execute the change. Again, this creates really good visibility to businesses, highest availability for applications, and it allows IT to be successful with their business colleagues. One of the biggest gaps that I've noticed in the industry is a bit of a fracture between IT and business. Business sometimes doesn't trust IT. IT feels that business is holding them hostage. And a lot of this just comes down to a lack of planning and a lack of visibility. So our change process is empowering our customers, for our customers' IT departments to go and talk to the business owners and have meaningful conversations and dialogue which again creates a synergy and an outcome that I think everyone's looking for.
Now, shifting gears a little bit, which standard diagnostics are usable for functional super users so we can escalate fewer tickets?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, many years ago, software companies started this kind of citizen, empowering the citizen, the user, and a lot of, we work with JD Edwards primarily, but we also work with a lot of the bolt-ons, a lot of the third parties that integrate with JD Edwards. And what we've done is we've piggybacked off of that model and idea of empowering your internal citizens, your business users, your SMEs. We've done that at Denovo with our support inside our MSP. So we have created a model where we've got great documentation to help our super users to get to information that they need quickly. But we have also set up a model that allows our SMEs, our functional users, again, we do everything for JD Edwards. In fact, we do things for bolt-on products as well from a functional standpoint. So we have also created a streamlined process so that our teams who need to get to logs, reports, these type of things quickly, they can engage our tier one. And our tier one is fantastic. They have all of the documentation. They work with our super users. We also work with customers. We help customer functional SMEs capture information quickly so that they can get to root cause resolution more quickly. Again, that's one of the biggest barriers. Many times, these type of functions, getting to this type of information has been very siloed to a select few because of the nature of the beast. And we've taken away a lot of that. We have streamlined it. So Skylar, if you're a SME and you needed to get information, instead of you opening it, you would open a ticket, but instead of you going to a routing, going to tier one, going to tier two, and then getting somewhere, we instantly are getting you information. The other key note here is pattern recognition. So we have created and we have a model internally at Denovo that is sifting through all of the logs from all of our systems. And it is looking for patterns and behaviors based off of problems that we've had in the past. It is a fantastic tool. It gives us awareness. It's proactive. And our business SMEs often go there instead of actually going to the application because it is an aggregator of all of the information for all systems. And it's very simple and easy for our internal folks to get to that information quickly to help our business users.
Got it. And Kim, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Sure. And I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach based off of Rush said, which is part of what my organization does is we look at these tickets on a daily basis because we are looking at ticket aging. We are looking at due dates for requests, and we are evaluating to ensure we are meeting the customer's expectations around due dates and required dates that they need information delivered. So there are times, it doesn't happen very frequently, but if it does happen, we have the right structure in place where we can evaluate those tickets very quickly and we can escalate them up our leadership chain if we see that things are not getting addressed to the customer's liking or not in the time frame the customer would prefer that the information be delivered to them. So we run a daily meeting, what's called the daily service review, where we're doing this evaluation on a daily basis for our customers.
Okay, well, that is all we have for you today. Thank you so much again, Rush and Kim, for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you, Skylar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
Of course. For anyone watching, if you would like to have your questions answered, feel free to scan the QR code in the following slide, and thank you so much for tuning in.